Tanay Rizal. This is our testing ground for the toughest off-road machines. Last time we were here, we were with Drew and Reygan, and we battle tested the Ford Ranger FX4 Max. I had so much fun that I'm back here again. I'm with the Ford Ranger FX4 Max, and we're gonna do some off-roading. But wait, is that Reygan of Reygan's Rides? And is he with the new Isuzu Dmax LSE 4x4?
Hey bro!
Bro, what's up?
What's up? What are you doing here?
I'm doing a review.
Oh, okay. I'm also gonna film this bad boy here.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Looks like a Comparo is in order. What do you think?
Sounds good, brother.
Sounds good.
Well,
Shija!
ay, mali pala. Let's do this.
Which one is worth your money? Let's find out. This is the natural habitat of the Ranger FX4 Max. With its 256mm ground clearance, its knobby all-terrain tires, its locking differential, and its 31-degree approach angle, the Ranger FX4 Max is the best off-road pickup that you can buy next to the Ranger Raptor. So it would be unfair to the Dmax if we did an off-road only Comparo. We'll divide this Comparo in different categories. We'll give them points per category and then we'll add them up later. Let's start with the most subjective category, looks. The Dmax is the newest pickup in the segment right now, so I think this looks a bit more fresh compared to the Ford Ranger FX4 Max. I think the front end looks more aggressive, and definitely these LED headlights with LED DRLs look better. I'm not a fan of the wheels though, and it's noticeably smaller and shorter than the Ford Ranger FX4 Max, so I think it has less presence on the road. I think next to the Ranger Raptor, the Ford Ranger FX4 Max is the most badass looking truck in the segment. It comes with these 32-inch all-terrain tires with a very aggressive pattern. It's taller than the regular Ranger. It's also much bigger than the Dmax in every dimension. So I think it has more presence on the road. The Dmax gets points for being the newer model and for having LED lights, but I think the FX4 Max, with its more aggressive suspension and tire setup, stands out just a bit more. I think with the suspension lift and the wheel and tire upgrade, the Dmax would definitely look a lot better. But stock for stock, I really like how the FX4 Max looks. Obviously, this category is very subjective, so we'll keep the scores really close on this one. Next category is interior. The FX4 Max is not the top of the line model, but its interior is not Spartan at all. You get leather seats with FX4 badging. You get a nice leather-wrapped steering wheel. It leans more towards durable than luxurious though. The dashboard is made of hard plastic. Also, the 8-inch screen is starting to look pretty small compared to its rivals. So definitely the interior of the Dmax looks better than the interior of the FX4 Max. You get a two-tone brown and black interior. You get more soft touch materials. The dashboard is covered in leather. You get piano black accents and aluminum accents. You also get this large 10-inch screen, the largest in the segment. So definitely this is one of the nicest looking interiors in this segment. I'll give this one to the Dmax LSE by a huge margin. I think the Dmax has the nicest interior in this segment right now. The FX4 Max is a mid-range model, but even the interiors of the more expensive Ranger Raptor or the Ranger Wildtrak still don't look as nice as the Dmax LSE. The ride quality of the Dmax has been improved over the previous generation, but it still rides like a pickup. It is designed to carry cargo, so when it's not loaded at the back, it's going to be quite bouncy. It's not so bad though. It's definitely a lot more comfortable than the Hilux, but not as good as the FX4 Max. The FX4 Max has fog shocks with progressive damping. The tire wall is also taller, so you get more cushion. I'd say the ride is almost SUV-like. So definitely the FX4 Max wins this category. The Dmax LSE 4x4 is one of the most techy pickups in the segment right now. It has adaptive cruise control, it has lane departure warning, it has automatic braking, it has LED lights all around, it has power seats. In comparison, the features of the FX4 Max are more mechanical in nature, like fog shocks, locking lifts, etc. It doesn't have a lot of electronic toys or driver aids. It doesn't even have a reverse camera. So this category goes to the Dmax LSE 4x4 by a huge margin. Next category is noise levels. At 2000 RPM. 2000 RPM. Okay, so here's the Ford FX4 Max at idle. Here it is at idle. The new 4JJ3 engine of the Dmax is more quiet than the previous generation's 4JJ1, but it's still quite audible, especially as you approach 2000 RPM. Now, that may not necessarily be a bad thing, as some like the sound of diesel clatter, but the noise insulation of the Ranger is a lot better. You hear the engine less, and you also hear outside noise less. So I'm giving this category to the Ranger. One reason why you buy a pickup is to haul cargo, so I think it should have its own category. The Ranger FX4 Max comes with fog shocks on all four corners. The spring rate is a bit softer for better off-road performance and also for better ride quality, but the trade-off is that the payload capacity is a bit less than the Dmax. So this category goes to the Dmax. I think both the Dmax LSE 4x4 and the FX4 Max are very well equipped pickups, in different ways. But the FX4 Max is a lot cheaper, so I'll give this one to the FX4 Max. So since we both have 4x4 trucks here, I think it's just right that we have an off-road category. So let's take these trucks off-road. Reygan, what do you say?
Sure, brother. Let's do this.
Let's do this. This is fun and scary at the same time. Oh, Reygan.
Ano yun?
Ko alam.
Ano yun?
Ko alam. Ingat ka, Reygan.
Oops. Nagsaslide na yung kanyang gulong.
Puno na ng putik yung gulong niya, so wala na traction.
Ano gagawin dyan? Oops.
The Ford Ranger FX4 Max is spec'd specifically for off-road use. It has fog shocks on all four corners. It has the highest ground clearance of any mid-size pickup in the Philippines, next to the Ranger Raptor. It has aggressive 32-inch alternating tires. It has tough anti-slip step boards, which also offer underbody protection. And it has a locking differential. The Dmax LSE is more of a luxury lifestyle pickup, but it performed much better than we expected. It kept up with the FX4 Max. However, there were certain parts of the trail that we avoided because the Dmax doesn't have a locking differential. Its lower ride height would also have been a problem if we had to go over these rocks right here. The tires are supposed to be all-terrain tires, but they're pretty smooth, and when they get covered in mud, they're quite slippery. So obviously, the Ford Ranger FX4 Max wins this category. These are both pickups, but it is a bit like comparing apples and oranges. The Dmax LSE is a lifestyle pickup with plenty of tech, plenty of driver aids. It has a much nicer interior, it has power seats. It's more of a family pickup that can occasionally go off-road. The FX4 Max is a purpose-built truck. It is designed for off-roading. It doesn't have a lot of the fancy features of the Dmax LSE 4x4, but it is very good at what it's designed to do. And that is to go off-road. So yeah, that's out of the scores. In terms of points, the Dmax LSE is ahead, but it should also be noted that it's a higher model, so it should be ahead on more categories. As for which one I would choose if I were going to spend my own money, I think I would go with the FX4 Max. One, it's more affordable, and number two, I've discovered that I really do enjoy off-roading, and it's something that I would like to do more often in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.